What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the North Shore 9 postgame show, powered by Primanti Bros. I'm Jim. With me tonight is Tyler. Tyler, Pirates get walked off on a crew chief review.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
It does.
I mean, I don't really have another way to put it. That just sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, it was the right call.
It was.
It was the right call, and the Pirates put themselves in this situation where this decided the game. It was a brutal offensive performance by the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight. Hats off to the Pirates pitching staff. They only allowed 6 hits tonight and 2 earned runs. It just kind of goes back to the story of the season. Good pitching, terrible hitting, and at the end of the day, Pirates lose game number 81, which means, Tyler, another year that the Pirates will not have a winning record.
I will be 32 by the end of this season. That means 28 of those years they have lost 81 or more games. As in, they've lost more than 81 games. Never been 81 and 81. But yeah, I've seen 4 winning seasons in my lifetime. And I'm still here, apparently. So
that's rough. That's
just...
Nobody has it worse. Nobody has it worse. All those people who say they've got it the worst, they don't. We have it the worst. Hands down. I won't accept any other nominations. But yeah, let's kind of dive into this one. First of 3 games in Baltimore. I thought this game was speeding by. It was flying by.
I was so excited, man.
I didn't talk to you at all during the game, but I was like, Tyler's going to be so happy on this postgame show. Like, we were ready to do this postgame show at like 8:30.
Yeah.
Like, this game was flying. And Tommy Pham comes through in the 9th off of Yanier Cano, hits a solo homer, his 9th of the season. That tied the game up. And then, Santana shut it down in the bottom of the 9th, which forced extras. From there, the Pirates, hey, maybe Tyler, we can score. Right. We start the inning with a runner on second.
Yeah, they started there.
They didn't score. They didn't score in the 10th. Jared Triolo led off the inning with a walk, so then you had first and second. But then Spencer Horwitz in the left-on-left matchup, he came into tonight's game with a 58 weighted runs created plus against lefties. Don Kelly leaves him in to face the lefty, and he grounds into a double play. Then Brian Reynolds strikes out swinging. And, on to the bottom of the 10th we go. Very anticlimactic. Top of the 10th there. Nothing really happened. But the bottom of the 10th, Isaac Mattson.
Yeah.
Dog.
Straight up dog.
This dude, I swear, every time he just goes into the game, it's... First off, he seems to be pitching in like the most high intense moments. Like, he's pitching in high leverage situations almost exclusively.
Right.
And tonight was no different. Obviously, he gets the bottom of the 10th. A run scores and the game's over. He gets the first out on a sacrifice bunt. So you've got a runner on third now, 1 out. He walks Dylan Carlson to put runners on the corners. Then they intentionally walk Jackson Holiday to load the bases. And so now you've got Daniel Johnson. Don't ask me who this guy is. I looked him up.
Some guy that came in the pinch run.
30-year-old rookie with like 80 career plate appearances, something like that. I'll tell you this, though. Daniel Johnson had no answer for the 93-mile-an-hour heat right down the gut. Mattson quickly disposed of him. 94, 93, 93, and then got him with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball at the top of the zone for the second out. And then Gunnar Henderson, same thing. 96, strike looking, 95, strike swinging, and then 95 grounds out to the shortstop. Isaac Mattson, just a Houdini. I mean, he just pulls off a Harry Houdini there, getting out of that and keeping the Buccos in the ball game.
Yeah, and just to touch on that real quick, one thing I did like about that was when you have Carlson up there, it might be a little easy. Like, you could tell that they were pitching around him a touch, maybe not letting him. You had a runner on third, nobody else on. They weren't giving him anything to hit. And when you don't give someone anything to hit, sometimes you might get a little bit cute, mix that slider in. I like that they stayed fastball on him. Like, he was around the zone. He wasn't Isaac Mattson just gassing it right down the middle and hit me. But he stayed fastball on that. I like that a lot. Honestly, I like the way that inning was managed. At least that half of the inning.
Well, yeah, 15 pitches, 15 fastballs.
But I love that because you're leaning into what Isaac Mattson does well. Don't get cute here. Don't mix the changeup in. Don't go slider. No, Isaac Mattson's a dog. Go at him like a dog. Throw fastball. You have some matchups there that I think you like a little bit. Like, Carlson's not a good hitter, plain and simple. Yes, he walked him, but he went after him. Then you get the Holiday, you walk him. That's completely fine. You get the Johnson, go after the dude. And that's exactly what they did. And then you get the Henderson. Yeah, you'll see what happens there. But you keep going after him. I love that they didn't get a little bit cute there. And maybe that's a credit to Joey Bart as well. Just knowing your pitcher a little bit. Best on best. So if I'm going to compliment something, I did like that inning.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a positive 9 run value on that fastball right now.
Makes no sense.
It's insanely good. And they spammed it. He ended up, let's say, he threw 15 of them. He had, I mean, out of those 15 pitches, he threw a lot of strikes, 10 of them for strikes. And out of those 10 strikes, 9 swings, 4 swings and misses. So a 44% whiff rate on that fastball.
It was all Johnson now.
Yeah, but also 3 foul balls. So they weren't putting the ball in play against them either. It was effective tonight. So really outstanding performance from Mattson out of the bullpen. Top of the 11th.
Right? Former team too.
That's true. Isaac Mattson, former Oriole.
Maybe Isaac Mattson revenge game.
Yeah, Isaac Mattson revenge game there. On to the 11th we go, though. And, God, the Pirates really couldn't have made this one ever any easier. You have the runner starting on second. Pham lines out. McCutchen grounds out. Gonzalez strikes out. Just nothing. Nothing at all. And then in the 11th, the Orioles do finally get that final run with a single, an intentional walk. And then Samuel Basayo walks it off on a weird little blooper down the left field line. Pham makes a diving attempt. It's initially ruled foul. Umpire review overturned. Fair ball, walk-off win. Pirates lose.
Yeah. And at first glance, I'll be honest, first thing through my head was, Pham, why'd you not let that go? But it was going to be a fair ball regardless. So
yeah,
is what it is.
That's why. Yeah.
I mean, ball just happened to drop 6 inches closer to the fair line than it should have. Like, it happens. Sucks.
That's not why the
also,
Pirates lost. Like,
no, it's
again,
not.
like that's not why the Pirates lost. The Pirates lost today because they suck at hitting. 1 for 10 with
Awful.
runners in scoring position. They had 5 hits all game long. At one point, they picked up their first run of the game in the first inning. Spencer Horwitz with a double, and then Andrew McCutchen hit him in with an RBI single. And you were like, okay, well, maybe our offense is going to do something here. Nope.
That's cute. That's
Nope.
so cute, Jim.
Ryan's FanDuel lock of the day was Pirates money line through 5. And through 5, he pushed. It was 1-1. That was the only run the Pirates scored. I believe those were the only 2 hits the Pirates had. O'Neal Cruz had one more single kind of in that time frame. But it was just a pathetic display of offense against, I mean, Kyle Bradish is a decent pitcher. This was his third start coming back from Tommy John. And he looked better than he ever has in his career.
So typically that's because you have a team full of guys that stink. And this team has a group of guys that are not good at hitting baseballs. They've climbed their way up there to, I mean, like if you look at it, some of it's respectable enough. There's a good bit over 700 OPS now, like better than it was.
29th in baseball in offense.
I know. No, I'm not saying they're good. Trust me. I am not saying they're even average.
There's not much respectable about this.
What I'm saying is there are a few guys, like your top 5 today, maybe like 2 through 4, 2 through 5 were kind of respectable. Like it's better than it was 3 months ago.
Okay, I'll give you that. 2 through 5 at least have OPS over 700.
I mean, like there's some guys respectable enough now, but
2 through 5 are probably Major League Baseball players.
Yeah, but even so, here's the problem though. You look at 2 through 5. Brian Reynolds is the only one that really hits the ball over the wall, and I know Tommy Pham did it today, but there's no power even with your average-ish hitters. Like, no. That's why you end up with this. There's no pop, and then you have 4 guys that literally can't hit.
Brian Reynolds is the only player in this lineup with a slugging percentage over 400. And that's not asking a whole lot. 400. And Brian Reynolds is barely there at 408. Whereas you look at the Orioles, they're not really a whole lot better. I mean, this is also not a very good offensive team. But Gunnar Henderson's over 400. Dylan Beavers, new call-up, he's over 400. Jeremiah Jackson, which all of a sudden the Orioles, when was the last time the Pirates, like, just give us like a random Jeremiah Jackson type guy. 25-year-old former prospect, hasn't been on a top 30 list in 2 years. You call him up randomly and he just starts raking. Like, that never happens with the Pirates. That's literally never happened. It never happens.
The closest thing you have is Garrett Jones. That's closest, and he wasn't even a prospect. And that was 15 years ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
And he wasn't a prospect.
We're bringing up the last time the Pirates had something good happen was Garrett Jones. Yeah, that explains the years of futility. But yeah, it was a bad display. I mean, again, just kind of a lot of the same offensively. Just weak contact, striking out, looking at pitches right down the middle for some reason.
Yeah.
It was ugly. It was a pathetic performance, and I was getting ready to just get on here and trash them. But then Pham hits the homer and ties it up, and it's like, all right, well, we got some other stuff to talk about now. But this offense, my God, like, every once in a while there'll be a respectable offense, but it's like that shouldn't happen every once in a while. It should be that should be more normal. Like, this is the norm. Games like this is the norm for this offense, and it's why we're in the situation we are today. It's why they just clinched, their, what is it, the 7th straight losing season.
Yeah, 7 straight. And again, you have those stretches where, yeah, it's been since 2018. We're on year 6 of Ben Sherrington plus the 1 year in Neil Huntington. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All
7.
right. That was some great Louisville math there. Nailed it.
Do you like that? Actually, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I went 5, 6. I didn't use my thumb on my one hand.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Louisville
7.
people. This explains why Henry Davis cannot hit.
You know what though? You can call a hell of a game.
Yeah.
You can call a hell of a game.
Yeah, he's in 164, but whatever. But the reason that they are, well, part of the reason they are so streaky, other than the fact that they have nobody in this lineup that can hit a baseball, again, there's no power. You can streak together some games where you're going to put up some runs just because you're going to kick the can enough. And 162 game season, you're going to hit the ball here and there. But there's no sustainability with this offense whatsoever. Even after like the Dodgers series or any other series where they look competent, it's not sustainable. It's like watching Jeff Locke pitch. Yeah, it looks pretty, or it didn't even look pretty, but the results are there, but they still suck. And yeah, I needed my shot at Jeff Locke.
I want to say Jeff Locke catching strays
I know.
just on
I
a
just had to do
random
it.
Tuesday night in September of
Yeah.
2025.
Why
Poor
not?
Jeff Locke.
Why not?
Poor Jeff
He's
Locke.
not watching.
Talking about
Hey, Jeff, if you're
all-star Jeff
watching,
Locke.
join us. But yeah, it's bad. It's just,
Yeah.
there's, again, you have to hit the baseball over the wall. I'm not asking for Aaron Judge here, man. Just a few times. Maybe like September, someone hits over 20 home runs. That'd be sweet. Nah, we're just going to chill.
I mean, there's only 3 players on this team with double-digit homers, and it's September 9th. That's pretty rough. Pretty rough. And O'Neal Cruz, I feel like, has been around 18, 19 for like 3 months now. I think we had a graphic ready to go for like a 2030 season, and we made it like a month and a half ago. We still haven't been able to post it.
Yeah, I remember talking to people about O'Neal Cruz being like a 25-40 guy this year.
Yeah.
Literally a month ago. Maybe a month and a half.
He's going to have to get hot to hit that.
At this point, it doesn't matter. He's been atrocious.
Yeah. Which we touched on that plenty
earlier
in the week. Pitching wise, though, I'll say this: maybe the best I've seen Mike Burrows look. Like I thought he was outstanding tonight. He goes that Burrows Ashcraft piggyback situation. However way they do it, it worked. It worked tonight. 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts for Burrows. He generated 13 swings and misses, 5 on the changeup, 6 on the slider. Those 2 pitches in particular were basically unhittable. He was the changeup was being thrown against lefties. All 13 changeups he threw tonight were against lefties. All 11 sliders he threw tonight were against righties. He was just alternating the 2 depending on who his opponent was, and the Orioles could not hit it.
Yeah, you mentioned the whiffs there, but also like I just thought the location he showed tonight was fantastic. Davis early on, really from the second inning on, Davis really didn't have to move his glove much. And that's when you can really tell a pitcher's locked in. Like there were a few changeups low and away to lefties that were just nasty. And Davis was setting up there. Burrows hit his spots pretty much all night. He was really, really good. And then you mentioned Ashcraft. The whiffs. Just left and right tonight.
Yeah, I'll say this with Ashcraft. He wasn't sharp tonight. Like he was
wasn't,
all
but I mean,
over...
like you get 7 whiffs. Like he got it with everything. Like
the second half of my sentence there was he wasn't sharp tonight, but he's so damn nasty that like it didn't matter. It didn't matter. If I had a single complaint about Braxton Ashcraft, and I'm not trying to complain here. He's a rookie and he's got a 2.47 earned run average. So like I really don't want to complain here too much. But like coming up through the minors, the one thing that like was his calling card was just how excellent his command was. Like some of the best command in the system at the time. And you can kind of look at like walk rate wise. 2023, his walk rate in the minors was 5.2%. 2024, it was 4% walk rate. This season, it's now up to, it was 8.3% coming into tonight. And it probably, went up a little bit. He had 2 walks, but that would be my one complaint is like, if he can dial in the command a little bit more, the stuff is so nasty that like he has a chance to be a top of the line starting pitcher.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
Like you want to talk Paul Skeens as your
Right.
ace, Braxton Ashcraft could be your number 2 right behind him.
No,
The stuff's that good.
I completely agree with you. And I think I said it maybe last or the time before I was on that I'm almost as excited about him as I am Bubba. Just because like stuff wise, it's up there, man. Like it's really good in the command. Hasn't been as good, but it was, I think, up until his last 2 or 3 starts. His strikeout rate was around 9 per 9 and 2 walks per 9. So like it looked in line with his minor league numbers. Now it's starting to get away from him a little bit lately, but the stuff is just still so good. And I said it before, but if he would have been healthy throughout the minors, we're probably talking like a top. I said top 10, but maybe like he's a top 50 prospect in baseball if he would have been healthy throughout the minors. Like this is a big time arm that they have. It's just keeping him healthy and honing in some of the things that we've seen in the last couple outings. But man, he's impressive.
Yeah, he really is. And like I said, the season ERA now is down to 2.47, which, I mean, that's not even a small sample size anymore. I mean, we're talking about 58 innings now, and 2.47 earned run average. He's done an awesome job of limiting hard contact, and he's getting the strikeouts. The homer he gave up today to Jeremiah Jackson, just first off, a really, really nice piece of hitting. I thought like it was a good pitch. Jackson took it the other way, but that was only his second homer he's given up all year. So like he's done a really good job of just keeping the ball in the park, not letting people slug off of him. And so I guess the one good thing there is if you are going to be a little wild, which again, his walks aren't out of line. Like it's not that they're bad. It's just that was like his calling card coming up through the minors. So if you could dial that in a little bit, like you're talking about somebody who I think could be really, really special.
Right. And the other part is just the efficiency part, because you do want to see him really continue in the starter role, not this piggyback which is fine because you have to manage his innings a little bit. But in order to become that starting pitcher that honestly, I think we both think he can be, he's got to hone in on that efficiency. Every now and then you have to get that one pitch out, the old race series, 3 pitches or less. Like,
yeah,
he does need to do that a little bit, but all things considered, there's nothing to complain about Braxton Ashcraft.
Yeah, and I think that just goes back to the command, right? Like if the command's dialed in a little bit more, because like, he does throw a number of like uncompetitive pitches where it's like if those balls were just a little bit closer to the strike zone, maybe he gets a chase, but he's throwing too many balls that are just way out of the zone. So I think that's kind of where, like I said, if I have a complaint, that's it. But holy crap, just an outstanding rookie season for Braxton Ashcraft. One of the people I'm most excited about going into next year to see what he can do with like a full season. And they talked about it a lot too today, where like Burrows and him kind of have these handcuffs on right now because both of them are, at their career high in innings. Like seeing those two guys healthy next season with the handcuffs off.
Right.
Both of those guys look like major league starters to me.
Not even just major league starters. Like Mike Burrows is under a 4 ERA today. Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
So I mean, like Ashcraft 247, Burrows 399, couple guys, and like they're being cautious with them, but they're not really babying them. Like they're not being put in the best possible situation all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They're starting games and they're pitching some high leverage spots. So
Yeah,
I mean, the pitching staff is very encouraging.
it is. You know what else is encouraging?
What's that?
Kyle Nicolas.
Yeah,
Because
I don't
Ashcraft got
know.
into some trouble.
He did.
Ashcraft got into a little bit of trouble there in the bottom of the eighth. He started his fourth inning of work. He gives up a single to Jackson Holiday, hits Jackson with a pitch. So he gives up runners on first and second to lead off the inning. Kyle Nicolas comes in and just cleans it up so nicely. Throws 8 pitches, gets a double play, and then will fly out and then a double play and gets out of the inning. He has now pitched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight scoreless appearances. And out of those 8 appearances, 11 scoreless innings.
It's crazy. I don't get it because he's not really getting the whiffs, but he's in the zone. Like everything he's throwing right now is kind of in the zone. And you mentioned it earlier with Ashcraft. He's throwing a lot more competitive pitches right now. And he's not getting the swings and misses because he's going after him early in counts. We're getting weak contact because his stuff is so damn good. Like his stuff is really good. I keep comparing him to Colin Holderman and how we haven't gotten there with Holderman, but you see the stuff. And Holderman's had some stretches where he's been a lot better. But Kyle Nicolas is that type of guy. The stuff is so good. He's just so lanky, and I don't know if he'll ever have a full season of figuring out the mechanics of it and being able to command everything. But if he does, my word, man, he's a back end dude. If he does, he is a back end reliever. It's that good.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, since his recall, he's been really good.
Excellent. Just he's up there with Mattson.
Yeah, 15 games since his recall. He's given up a run in 2 of them.
Yeah. How many did he give up in those 2? Did he have the one?
He got blown up on one.
Yeah.
Like against the Brewers, he gave up 4, and then he gave up 2 against the Giants back in like early August. But yeah, like overall, he's been great. And I said his problem before it's not a lack of like the stuff because the stuff's there. It's just like he just was never locating it.
Right.
And this time around, he seems to be just locating it a whole lot better. In those 19 innings since his recall, he has 5 walks.
I mean, it kind of like reminds me of the Rays strategy that I hear about every now and then where they just kind of tell their guys to throw it down the middle and trust your stuff. Like, I do wonder if maybe that's starting to come in with Kyle Nicolas, where they're just throw the ball down the middle and trust what works. And we're not at the point where he's getting the whiffs yet, but like, it sounds silly, I know, throwing the ball down the middle, but like
that's what Holderman does, and it doesn't work for him.
The problem is that he throws the ball everywhere else as well as down the middle.
Yeah.
But if you just just trust it, pipe it down the middle, because you're not going to hit down the middle. If that is your, I guess, aim, I don't know. I just wonder if maybe that's something that's worked in, or maybe they're just telling you know what, dude, just try to get outs in 3 pitches. I don't know. Whatever's working is working. He's not getting the swings and misses. We're under 8 strikeouts per 9 with him, which is not Kyle Nicolas like.
No,
but the walks aren't there either, and he's getting outs.
Yep, that's all that matters.
That's it. That's it. Simple game.
Yeah, get outs. That is the name of the game, and he's been getting outs lately. So I thought he did. Like I said, that was great work because the game could have just been over at that point. Like if the Orioles add on one insurance run there in the 8th, the Tommy Pham homer doesn't matter, and this game is over after 9. So I thought that was great. Dennis
Actually,
Santana,
screw you, Kyle Nicolas. I could have my pants off right now and be laying in bed.
that's true. We could all be in bed right now.
Yep.
I actually have a flight that is boarding. It's boarding, Tyler, in under 5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on, under 7 hours.
Oh, those are wildly different.
No, that's right. It's wildly different, but it's boarding in under 7 hours, and I'm
so you'll leave in about.
And I still need to get to the airport also,
so
and I still have to sleep, and I haven't packed yet. So,
well, that's a you problem.
That's a me problem. Anyways, Pirates lose, walk off. Crew chief review. As I mentioned, I have to pack for a flight in 7 hours.
Let's get you out of here.
Do we want to just hop off here?
Yeah, we're all good. Yeah, we'll be back with you tomorrow.
Appreciate everybody staying on and watching this. I said I know it's difficult following this team right now, but you guys are awesome. You guys definitely help us. You guys definitely help us kind of get through this, because at this point in the season, it starts being a little bit of a grind. But we appreciate all of you. Like the video, subscribe to the page, hype the video if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're listening on the podcast, love you guys, and tell a friend about us too. Let them know. Be like, hey, are you a sicko like me? Are you listening to Pirates podcasts in September while they're 17 games below 500? Check out NS9.
Exactly. And let's ramp up for the off season, because
let's do it.
We're all gas, no brakes.
Hey, once the off season starts, it's anything could happen. Anything can
happen. Everybody's 0-0.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you all later. Appreciate you all. Peace out.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube. If you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.